Hello, everybody. Hello and happy Tuesday. And so if you're here, oh, 1 second. Mute my phone here. There we go. Hope everybody's having a great day. Let's see here. Okay. Looks like we have, okay, Heather Paul. Hello, Heather. Morning, going to make coffee. I'll be right back. Awesome. And we also have, just getting used to this new software here. CJ, hi friends, have my tea and ready for more editing. Hope you're well. Yes, I hope everyone is doing well. Also, Farron Wolf, morning, throwing down about 2K today. Bean juice power. Absolutely. I have very little bean juice in me, but I'm not doing too badly, because I don't know. I guess I had a halfway decent night's sleep. And Stacy Coase is here. Good morning. Good morning. What do you think of this new stuff I've got going on? Hello, happy Tuesday. All right. Thanks for everybody who showed up yesterday on my 5-year anniversary stream. Being 5 years streaming, which, is just amazing to me. Yeah, and I've been kind of sort of involved with AuthorTube for a few years prior to that. Just took me a hot minute to get up the nerve to be live on YouTube. So, also Miss K is here. K Parquet. Morning, can't stay, but wanted to pop in and say hi, booping that like button. Thank you. Okay. All right. So yeah, this is basically the same thing, but just slightly different than StreamYard. So, okay. Excuse me. If you're new here, hi. My name is Heather, and and I need water. Let's see. I am a writer, editor, and artist, and sometimes I do say what ties all three of those things together is my love of fantasy and science fiction. Let's see. So, what am I working on today? Today, I do have an editing project I do need to work on some. I would also, yesterday I did get into some documents related to my nonfiction book. Let's see. Sorry, I'm getting distracted with the chat. So this nonfiction book, any of you who weren't here yesterday or do not know anything about it. So I was developing an idea for, initially it was going to be like a client magnet. I had this idea of having just a really short document, a PDF, which is essentially a glossary, a glossary of things having to do with fairy, F-A-E-R-Y, aka the British otherworld, and say fairies and things related to that, and other like mythologies related to that, and folklore, beings of all of that. And the more I worked on it, the more I thought about it, the more I did some research that I realized this is going to be too big for that, because it is quite extensive. So this is turning into an actual an actual book. It's going to be an ebook eventually. But anyway, but I do have a goal of, as a matter of fact, I need to polish this goal, but essentially I would like to be done with it, have everything wrapped up text-wise by late February, early March. It would be really great if I could publish it on May 1st. If folks know where I'm going with that, that would be really great. That would be a really great launch day. Also, midsummer would be nice. So yeah, still polishing all of that. So I also have a novel in the works. And that's where I'm pulling a lot of the information for that. I had done a lot of research for my novel because it has to do with this same subject, essentially. So, so there's that. And also, I am a freelance editor. So mostly I offer line editing, copy editing, and proofreading services. I also do sensitivity reading, and I have like specialisms within that, but mostly for things like neurodiversity and disability, the experience of disability. So there's that, and within the whole umbrella of sensitivity or authenticity reading, I also, because I have a background, I have a background in equestrianism. I grew up around horses, and so I have some knowledge there. I also know where I can look things up very easily and quickly. So there's that. And then as an artist, I love working with watercolors and similar media. I do have a couple things on my Ko-fi, but there's more coming, and I'll be working on that as soon as I can. So, all right. So, all that done. Congrats on the milestone. I love the vintage typewriter. Thank you very much. Yes, I've always had a love for typewriters. It is a Royal. Yes, it is a Royal. I had looked it up when I got it. I think it's from the late 40s, late 1940s, do you believe? As a matter of fact, when I opened it up, there's a case too. It's right next to, it's on the other side of this little bookshelf here. Let me try and move my laptop around here. But there. Where was I? Let's see. I lost my train of thought, but yes, thank you very much about the typewriter. Oh yeah, so when I opened it up, you could still smell the, I don't know, you could smell it. Whatever that was I was smelling, but it seemed like it was barely used, and it had been in somebody's closet for who knows, decades. So trying to get my background a little bit better here. So all right. So yeah, I just fell in love with it, and I found it on sale at a thrift store. Okay, I guess that will work. So I can call you Magnolia. Okay. Cool. Very cool. All right. So let's see. It is already 12 after. Um, oh yeah, I know what I started to say. Uh, I have been using typewriters in my branding for the last few years. Um, and I still kind of would like to. It's something I'm currently working on and working with a couple folks on things like website and branding and stuff like that. So, so that is coming. And so anyway, what's everybody working on today? So I did mention that I'm going to be doing working on a client edit, and that said, I would like to get into my I think I'd like to get into the guide today. Right now it's called the Fairy, FAERY, the Fairy Glossary and Guide for Writers. So okay, so hopefully I can get into that sometime this afternoon or this evening. So, all right. Oh, I like this. Like this, Heather. I'm back coffee made and getting ready to throw words down. I'm working on my shorty short. How long is that? I don't remember right offhand. I'm having a brain fart. Okay, looks like I can't share my screen until I have a different plan at the moment, but I will still run a timer. It'll be the Pomodoro Kitty, but you can hear it, so that'll work. Okay, thesis chapter edits, awesome. Let's see. So during the first sprint, I ordinarily run a 25-minute sprint for the first sprint, and then for the second and third, for at least for the second, I've been putting up a poll, if that way people can vote on if they wanted 30 or 40 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll see about a wrap-up sprint after that. And then getting into new words after that. Awesome. Magnolia, going to be working on edits to my first book today. Awesome. So essentially so this novel and this nonfiction, they are my first books. I am a published writer. That is, I was a freelance writer for quite some time. Ditto, Magnolia. Thank you. 5,000 to 10,000 words. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Thanks for verifying that for me. All righty. So I have 25 minutes on my timer, even though you can't see it. Sorry, but I will be taking care of stream things momentarily in terms of so you can see my timer and stuff like that, and do like some sharing and some special stuff. Let's see. I'll be doing that momentarily, sometime this week. So anyway, so good luck on all the words, and remember to take care of yourself. If you've been working and you have not taken a break, please take one. If you're able and need to, getting up and walking around first is very helpful for many reasons. Okay, let's go ahead and get this first sprint started, everybody. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's sprint. Okay, how did everybody do? Let me move this one more time, see if I... I'm not used to, it's just a different camera. I mean, it's not a different camera, but it looks different from what I'm used to, I guess. So I'm still, and I've, because the dog is in here again, just trying to, there we go, I guess that works. Trying to work with the fact that she's in the spot where I usually have a little table on. I have a little table which I have my laptop on for streaming. So yeah, to free up space on my desk usually, but right now it's my desk is kind of full at the moment. But anyway, luckily it's quite a large desk, and so I really like that. But I've got, I've got books on it that I need to get into all the time, and some supplies and various things. My phone, my iPad. so okay. So let's see. I did a lot of housekeeping, but when I was talking about I have a newspaper background, among other things. I have a newspaper background, and looks like looks like Magnolia used to be a freelancer as well. Wrote for a couple of newspapers back in the day. So same. I did. So did I. I freelanced for an independent chain of the inserts, like they were weeklies, or sometimes they were twice monthly, or they were monthly, depending on depending on the publication. So I did that for quite some time, and I ended up working for Competition, which was owned by the local newspaper called the Tampa Tribune. At the time, it's since folded. It's folded several years ago, but and so that was a really good experience, and I really enjoyed doing that. I wrote some puff pieces because I was a freelancer, but I wrote some like business profiles and profiles of people that just were extraordinary, and that was really awesome to do. Especially, I interviewed a fellow cancer survivor, and so that was really cool. I really enjoyed talking to her. She had a different cancer than I had, but it was really interesting. I met a lot of really interesting people doing that. So anyway, I did pop in some information about heart breathings, and a reminder about all group rules apply, including no bullying, and keeping topics to writing. Okay. Also links, a couple links. I went ahead and did that a little earlier than I ordinarily do, but I went ahead and did that. I find it so weird to see so much of my face on screen right now. So yeah, that's what I meant, was it just looks different. Just getting used to stuff. Let's see. Did I do that? Okay. And then this one, and just showing a couple links I put up. That's the full sprint schedule. That's the website. It also shows when certain events are, like Double Down Day, and which we just had on Saturday, because it was the first Saturday of the month is Double Down Day, and then the third weekend of the first month of the quarter is the virtual writing retreat. And all of this is, okay, one second. All of this is, these are days full of sprinting. And it runs like from 7 in the morning through 11 o'clock at night. So yeah. So there's that. I did also have to step away because, you know, sometimes you have to step away. Also, Ira, please tell me if I'm mispronouncing anybody's name. 94. Hello, it's been a long day and I'm not done with writing. Guess I need 2 sprints. Right on time. That's right. You were right on time. Heather, which is always fun to say, I got in about 31 words before my bonus daughter started chatting today. She's back in college, and today we were doing a virtual homework / writing sprints. Just introduced her. And boy, I wish I had that when I was first starting college. You know, that would have been very helpful. Fearing my ADHD got me, but at least it was related work. There you go. That's all that matters. I completely understand because, well, that would be me as well. You were with a couple of small presses, both independent, but with 2 different demographics. Back to writing in the sprint. Yeah, I did editing for a friend of mine who has I guess you would say she's an independent publisher. So I edited at least a few books for her. So that was nice. And this got me back into editing after a couple of years away. Back in probably 16, I guess. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, it looks like I'm caught up with that. So let's go ahead and get into our second sprint. Let me see here. It looks like everybody wants 30 minutes, so that works great. So yeah, demographics for that. We're kind of wide open, but like because she also like she did covers as well. She did so she offered covers of a wide variety of for a wide variety of writing genres. But anyway, but yeah, I edited her books as well, which were mostly mystery, but even if they were mostly straight mystery thriller, there was some sort of supernatural type of element, even though it was pretty almost like a subplot in some way, shape, or form. Anyway, that was a great series. They were both related. Is it the same character? Wait, I have to stop and think. Yeah, that was anyway, mixing up some memories. Anyway, so we're gonna get the second sprint started in just a second here. But let's see. One moment here. Okay. Okay, so I have 30 minutes on the clock, and okay, so I gotcha. I understand now, Magnolia. Yeah, I've done a lot of different things, but I also because of a student newspaper, I stumbled on an ad, and I ended up working for this. It was a membership publication that was basically a magazine, and it was a quarterly. Eventually, it was quarterly, but eventually it moved to 3 times a year, and I did that for about 3 years. That was a lot of fun. It was really interesting. It was for a very specific demographic, because it was for a nonprofit organization. So that was really interesting. Anyway. A lot of different, a lot of different experiences. Okay. On that note, okay, we're about to start our second sprint, and now I will get into I will be getting into my guide, my glossary / guide. Working on some edits. Okay. So, if you need a break, take a break. If you need a drink, get a drink. If you are able and need to, getting up and walking around is a great thing to do. So let's get this second sprint started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's sprint. Okay. How did excuse me, how did everybody do? I did drink some water, by the way. Let's see. I did some research and looked at a site I had bookmarked that had a a had a digitized version of a old bit of research someone had done in the 1800s, actually. And I keep going back to that because it's full of some really interesting information, and specifically about the area of fairy, the land, or whatever you want to call it, whether it is actually underground, underwater, or islands, things like that. So just wanted to look at some and make some notes about that. So real quick. So I wanted to do that while I was thinking about it. And then I'm going to get into my edits. Now that that's out of my system, I hope, for a little bit. But I will be getting back into that later. Because I have some editing work to do. Okay. Let's see if I can get a battery operated candle to work. No, but that's okay. Yeah, it's very old. So anyway, how did everybody else do? Also, Sarah C. Brody came in. Hello. How is your day going? Words aren't coming as easily. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think that's kind of seems to be a thing today. Yeah, I think same, same at the moment. So I'll say hi to Sarah. That really did fly by. Magnolia was reading through my chapters and doing some small edits. I missed. Okay, wait a minute. Managed to get my analysis framework with edits. Now reading better, and I can make the connections. I can't quite read that. Oh, I see it. I'm trying to make better. Sarah had to take her dog out. See later. I did that earlier this morning when it was very cold. It was very, very cold here in West Central Florida. It was 42 degrees when I took my son to the bus stop, and it felt like 37. So we do get that here every once in a while. Yes, it's been chilly lately. We've had a pretty good winter so far, if you look at it that way. But I don't know. I like it. It's rare, but it happens to get under 40 here. We used to get hard frost sometimes. So that's the break done. But we haven't had any hard frost, in other words, 28, 27 in quite some time. you know, a little bit under 32. It really hasn't. We haven't had that since it hasn't been under 34 in at least a few years. So yeah, we used to say the first weekend of February we would get that. It was pretty on like clockwork pretty much. So yeah, that yeah, it's interesting. So maybe that's global warming. It's quite possible. Let's see. It is 12:30 now. So let's see. As far as a wrap-up sprint, I think I'm going to go ahead and do a 25-minute wrap-up sprint. We should have plenty of time for that. I'm also going to get into an editing document, and then and I will also get up some links to other folks that are streaming today within Heart Breathings. I do believe Miss Diane Dobson Barton is streaming. I will get that information for you in just a second. I'll do that first, and then I will I promise I'll get into my edit my editing project. So okay, so I will. Okay, I've got my timer ready, and let's see. So Heather Paul wrote 71 words, then worked on getting through, going through clothes to get rid of. Yeah, I've been doing that a lot lately. Get out that park. Yeah, I had layers. I actually have it's a very thin sweatshirt, but I have a sweatshirt on and like one of those camisole type shirts, and then I had I had a jacket on over that, nothing too thick. I don't have anything too thick right now. And I did have I had a hat, I had a baseball cap on, to take the son to the bus stop, and I was telling him I'm gonna get a scarf, and so he wanted a scarf, so that was a thing, but absolutely. That was very chilly. As a matter of fact, when I was walking the dog, I was glad I grabbed a knit cap and shoved it in my pocket because my head got cold. So, and I have long hair. Yeah. So, I don't remember if I showed this. 250 words for Magnolia. Fair and Wolf, 734 words I actually like. Stacy Coates making lunch. My stomach started growling at me. Heather Paul, when I first moved to Tallahassee, Florida with my late husband, the first year it snowed for 5 minutes. I was so mad I slept through it and missed it. Cute. Farron Wolf, Spanish version. San Luis Valley, Colorado, snow this morning. Lots of cold weather everywhere these days. Stacy, scrambled eggs sound good. Which is odd because that is what I'm going to make today. Scrambled eggs. Sometimes I do that for lunch. I make myself like a mini frittata, and I make a sandwich out of it. Okay. Oh, thank you very much. Okay. So I have a plan. So let's get some more words or get some more productivity done. All right. So let's get our third and last sprint started, everybody. But do it. But. Please remember to do whatever you need to do for yourselves, everybody, whatever that is for you. And if you need a break, take one. And if you are able and this is beneficial for you, get up and walk around, because we've been working on things for quite some time. So yes, I'm going to be getting up myself because I have not for a hot minute. So all right, all of that said, let's get this started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's sprint. Okay. How did everybody do? What did everybody do? I was working on my edit. You know what I did forget to do though was let me find um, the next stream for heart breathings, and it looks like it is definitely Diane Dobson Barton. And I will share that. Let's see. Actually, let's do this. All right. So Diane will be starting at 2 p.m. Eastern. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I apologize. I was gonna do that, but I was working very hard. Sorry about that. So let's see. Yes, it was a closing 25-minute sprint. I did mean to do that. I'm so sorry. I will be figuring out about doing all things sharing screen and showing my timer for next time. Let's see. My usual, my regular schedule for heart breathings is Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And I do also sometimes run sprints for the heart breathings special events. Like I said, Double Down Day and Virtual Writing Retreat. Virtual Writing Retreat is this month because it is the first month of the quarter. So hi, Lori. How are you? Hope you're having a great day. Thank you very much. You're welcome, Magnolia. You're welcome, Heather. Let's see. Also, so thank you so much for coming by, everybody. I'm glad you had a I'm glad you had a good, nice, productive time. Let's see. CJ got my historical background set up for my analysis, so feeling good. Thank you for your time. You're welcome. And here we go. Diane, yes, we'll be starting at 2 p.m. Eastern, and there is a direct link to her sprints. Also, Jen writes romance. Hi. You just caught me at the very end. If you want to check out the replay for anybody who would still like to use this sprint for productivity, feel free to watch the replay. Thank you to anybody who does. So let's see. You're welcome. Let's see. So I guess that is going to be it for today. Again, thank you to everybody who came in to watch live. Thank you to anybody watching the replay, and I guess I will see everybody on Thursday. So yes, and so anything else? I guess the only thing that I didn't mention well, maybe a couple things, but anyway, one thing I didn't mention earlier is that I will be part of the, um, what's it called? The AuthorTube and BookTube under 1K subscriber marathon. So I'm going to be hosting sprints for that on the 13th from 2 to 4 p.m. And that's already scheduled. So that's um, in my channel, on my channel. Anything else? I can't think of anything else, but I do have all my links below if you're interested in anything that I am working on. And if you would like to check things out, like my Substack or any of the things I mentioned, there are links below in the description. And one more time, thank you so much for coming, everybody. And let's see here. I will see everybody later. I'm just going to cut it out and stop the stream. All right. Bye, everybody.